Welcome to Walking Across the Earth in Minecraft, day number 120. So, yep, back with the grind, and we're just gonna jump right into it. So this is a stream this time. I'm still getting into the habit of doing streams now in order to basically have more interactivity with this series. So that's gonna be fun. Uh, Obviously, I know that over time, the general interest of each episode is gonna obviously drop slowly until we get to big numbers, like maybe episode 200 and stuff like that. And that's natural, obviously, because I mean, well, if you really just look around, not really much to see around here in the general landscape, but there's always fun stuff to do when we're walking across the earth, fun stuff to explore, so I'm sure it's going to be a great time either way. And, yo, you look kind of like that dude from Tekka Realm. I know, right? I don't know what that's all about. So I'm sorry if some people have time zones that make this really late for you. But, yeah. So we are 2,010 kilometers in. Might as well just get on started with this. Heading back into, or out of British Columbia. And I'll be trying to answer questions or take requests for things to talk about, if there is any request for that, or stories of any nature, to make this more of I don't know what to describe it, a more of a down-to-earth, no pun intended, type of experience. I follow this one highway. That's basically the route we take, just the highway, which is essentially the only highway in this area for that matter. But it's the Pan American Highway, so yes, I do follow that. And yes, I do like my light blue glasses. Thanks for asking that. Kentucky chicken. Frickin'. Still wouldn't mind any music suggestions, since we really just do only have one 11-hour long playlist. But I guess that works as well. Like 50 different songs in there, so I do not unfortunately play Call of Duty that much, or at all actually, for that matter. I mean, yeah, I have, but it's like definitely not as many hours as I have spent walking across Earth in Minecraft, for example, so. I am going to probably go about 20 kilometers. I try to aim for generally around that same distance. Like, right now we're just kind of going off kilometers, because, you know, whatever. Formalities with being inside Canada, and they like the metric system. So yeah, and generally, yes, it is how long we are able to get to within only an hour of recording each time. So yeah, probably just an hour, as usual. Maybe an hour and 10, 20 minutes. I really have no clue why we're in a desert biome right now, so don't think I can answer that question. Sometimes the mod that makes this possible. Oh shoot. Get over here. Sometimes the mod that makes this possible really just goes out of left field. And if there is going to be any song suggestions, then definitely need to make sure it's not copyrighted, if at all possible. I guess it just gets it off of the map data. So if the thing thinks that if the land looks like this for whatever reason, maybe because the satellite imagery is grainy, it'll be like, well, that probably means sand, so it makes it sandy, I guess. It's a work in progress, okay? Like, the mod doesn't really... It's not a perfect thing. Yeah. Because we don't want to get copyrighted. I mean, it's not like we're going to be raising all too much of a tremendous amount of money with this channel. But over time, it'll add up. And I would like to 100% dedicate this channel to non-profit charities and stuff like that. Use a mini-map mod instead. That's a good idea, but I don't think it would actually... I don't think it would show a big enough area of land to that would be like in the perspective of like the actual like map, like the world map. I think those things are kind of like meant for Minecraft scale maps, like, oh my goodness. Yeah, when the landscape is like curved, or I guess like this, it's like, yeah, this guy starts having a hard time. But yeah, mini-map things probably wouldn't, it would probably show like one, like tiny part of the road. And be like, oh, okay, well, that's helpful. Why is there a desert in Canada? Your guess is as good as mine. But I do want to know what this is, though. Perhaps we are right here. Yeah, that probably adds up. Yeah, Canada kind of is a desert. In its own specific way. What the heck? What the frick just happened? What is going on with this map right here? Gosh. There's like 2 waypoints. Alright, let's just... Yeah, see, it's like still there. What the frick? Okay. Yep. Fun times. Thanks for that, Google. I really thought dead horses spawned in these biomes, and I thought maybe I could hitch a ride on one of those things, but it's like, oh, you guys, those stupid rabbits. This guy's really just... Oh my goodness, dude. Freaking crap. It's like every single... Need to fix up these freaking roads or some crap. How do I not get bored? It's really just mind over matter. I mean, it's mainly just because I know I'm making progress with a world record, so I just freaking do it. It's not really something I think about. But this is getting on my freaking nerves. I mean, god dang already. We don't have any sheep around here to give you more meat, so you need to just calm down. God. Sometimes what I think about doing is just like sitting him down and just leaving him, and then like the next mod update he'll just automatically teleport back to me. This way it's like it'll be better than risking him actually dying. Like this, oh my goodness. Well, if we get to a jungle eventually, yeah, I'll definitely probably consider that. Blue X aiming. But I don't think that their natural environment is around here, so... I think that's where we are, officially. Am I allowed to make potions? I don't see why not. If you're suggesting making a potion about speed or something, then that's actually a good idea. I'm not allowed to... I would say I'm probably not allowed to... I pretty much make my own rules of this, so I'm just saying I probably wouldn't want to go on creative mode and just get some stuff. Never have done that. It wouldn't seem as legit. So I don't know how I would just naturally get a speed potion. This really just feels like Egypt or something, I don't even know. Yeah, there's a split in the river right there. That might actually be right there. It's harder to see if it's in the corner for you, but... This little frickin' punk has just consumed almost a full stack of meat in 10 minutes. Gosh. That's all I have for you. Gotta stop doing that. Oh my god, dude. It's like they're... It's like it's programmed to just go into the frickin', like, block. Like, what? You see what I'm saying? Like, what? Don't do that! Get over here! You know what? Nope, that's it. You're sitting down and I'm leaving you behind because you're just gonna have to spawn later on. Because it's gonna literally die. Like, I'm gonna run out of food. It just ate half of all the food I've collected, like, in multiple episodes in, like, 10 minutes. I don't know if they're ever gonna fix that dumb bug or anything like that, but... I'll probably run past everyone's house. But, I mean, directly your house? Most likely not, but it depends on where you live. I'm very good, thanks for asking, Zack Attack. I literally just left behind my pet dog. Temporarily. Yes, he is definitely going to be left behind. He'll respawn in the next update when the world refreshes. But I'm not letting this freaking guy just die, so... Not on my watch. Came this far. The last movie I watched was, well, that's a good one. Actually, it was, I think it was Spider-Man Far From Home, I think. I rewatched that. Or maybe it was, I don't know. It was either that or the other sequel, or prequel, whatever. However many of them they have. This is called the 1-to-1 terra mod. Yeah, it is pretty interesting and fun to like use just on your own if you want to like teleport to the top of Mount Everest, see what it's like, what's good up there, and maybe even like take one of those fly bird wing things and fly all the way down it, see how long it takes. Now, I haven't tried that yet, but you could do that with this mod. Oh yeah, No Way Home, that's what it was called. Not, Far From Home. I got that confused. Yeah, so that was what I just watched. I watched it on 123 movies, so it was on my own. Yeah, I don't go outside pretty much, but you know, it works. Whenever I have free time, it's like, all right, well, just, I hope that doesn't get used against me in court if a lawyer's watching or something. Well, hey, it's a free freaking website. You know? What does mushroom soup do for you? Does it, like, give you anything? Because, I mean, yeah, pretty sure we could probably find the ingredients, like, literally everywhere. I don't have a specific donation link with this channel yet. I was just kind of waiting for, like, when we get monetized, I have, like, a super chat option. But we're not monetized yet. I'm not even sure if we can get monetized yet. I haven't checked. But it wouldn't be, it would be probably the watch time issue, not the subs at this point, obviously. So, I'd say probably you have to wait until that. So yeah. I appreciate your consideration. I couldn't tell you the exact number. I have not checked. I've never looked at the analytics of this channel in history. Because I just, like, never, like, cared about it, I guess. But as of now, probably still not what is required, I'd have to guess. Like, it literally costs a song and dance just to get monetized these days, so it's actually, like, insane. I remember, like, 2012 being in, like, my school library, and it's like, alright, I had this absolutely god-awful channel with, like, no subs. I'm like, oh, let me just get partnered and buy... and you just, it's like, alright, there you go. You get, and that's it. No subs, no views, no whatever. Yes, hardcore, that's a good idea. It probably wouldn't be that hard. Well, I mean, hold on a second. Nah, that wouldn't be that hard. Because, well, all you'd have to do is just not be, I mean, there's no, I have it set to peaceful, so. I guess it really wouldn't make too much of a difference. Yeah, I would imagine that. I already had to have way too much for my pets, so. Yeah, probably just way not enough skill for that. About the new Matrix movie, on the other hand, yeah, that was pretty awful in my opinion. I'm not just saying that because other people say it too, but I watched it, I was like, ah, how bad can it be? It's like, yeah, that's pretty bad. Not because it's low quality, obviously, but because it's just, what? It's the same story. Like, for no reason. It's like, well, oh, let's just make money off it again for no, but like not add anything to it and just use the same characters. So where's the crafting table? Oh. You ever got turned around by accident? Yes. And even though it's only happened like 2 or 3 times, seriously, I mean, I hate to put up the PG warning, but I seriously, it made me want to kill myself. I'm not even gonna lie. For a whole entire episode, I just backtracked, and yeah, that was pretty horrible. I think it was actually episode 13 that happened. Like, seriously, no cap. So you can't even make that up. I don't really need spoilers for the new Spider-Man movie because I saw it actually. And it was pretty good. I'd say it was better. Well, look, it was at least better than. It was better than Matrix, that's for sure. I'd say that Guinness is probably going to verify this record by looking over the humongous amounts of videos that are going to be on this channel. And now even that we're live streaming makes it feel even more legitimate. Because it's not like there could be any like sleight of hand type thing. Or like the whole thing is somehow edited or some crap. They already challenged me pretty much to do this. Like indirectly. Yes, the sun is always a good way to tell where I'm going to make sure. But it's not always foolproof because the map is kind of wonky in its ways of generating. Like, sometimes the road makes it go like one direction when like in reality you should be going like more the other direction, but yeah, it's also a good way to keep track of things. Yes, there's one person's gonna have to review every single video on the channel to verify this record. And then at the end of each stream, I'll just play like a Rickroll to... Or maybe in the beginning, I'll just play like a 5-second Rickroll. They gotta be Rickrolled like 1,000 times. Now that's a video right there. Turn on hand cam? I don't know about that. That would be probably the most uneventful cam I'd ever see. It's literally just not moving. Wow, great content. Yeah, this ain't like a freaking FPS championship, like... Man. Wow, so entertaining. How am I able to handle being afraid of the places for YouTube Unsolved series? Yeah, I do talk about how I'm scared of them, but I do prepare myself for when I record, so I guess I sound normal during the recording. But what was the first part of the question? I usually just handle it by just kind of not taking it as seriously. Like, I just use the camera to, like, entertain myself. Use it to, like, record and make light of the situation. But for, like, the actually, like, super intense places that we've gone for YouTube Unsolved, it's, I usually have to bring someone else with me in order to, like, feel more comfortable about it. Probably a very long time here, Brian 15. Most likely, hey, I don't want to be a downer, but I wouldn't keep my hopes up for that ever happening. But that's just, you know, whatever. Not that big of a deal as long as we accomplish this. As for my favorite movie, who asked that? Huddy Gamer. I have no idea. Because I judge movies by so many different, like, parameters that I can't really just come up with one reason to like anyone more than all the rest. There's so many that are, like, good in some way, but then they suck in, like, whatever other way. I'm really good at coming up with worsts. Like, I can definitely tell you what the worst of anything is, like. So, I mean, that's one thing for sure. I guess it's, I'm just really good at, like, finding the bad in everything. It's really good quality. It's actually a natural born talent. But when it comes to the good, it's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, that's another question of what's my favorite song as an example. I couldn't really name one specific one. I do have particular artists that I definitely respect the most, and therefore like their music the most, like Avicii, rest in peace. And really, that's pretty much it. Mainly just artists like that. Why can I never solve anything in YouTube Unsolved? Well, that's why it's called YouTube Unsolved, not YouTube Solved. So, correct. But in all seriousness, really YouTube Unsolved was never even meant to be a series. It was supposed to be one video talking about username 666. And I just made the intro as like a joke, spin-off of YouTube's originals intro. And I'm like, well, this did good. Hey, let's do it again. And again, and again. And it's like, okay, well, this is working out. Let's make this a series. At this point, we're just trying to investigate YouTube mysteries, and if they're capable of being solved, then hot dog. But let's be real here. My main goal is just trying to find the absolute most creepy, disturbing, and really at the same time unknown YouTube mysteries that haven't just been talked already about by like all the frickin' people and stuff. Most of those mysteries are so obscure that it's just kind of impossible to really place one answer to them. And sometimes it even like has roots into the real world, like with crimes and stuff like that. It's like I'm no frickin' actual, you know, whatever you have, like a detective. I don't think I even have the authority to like claim that I know what happened with some of the mysteries. I just try to find the most entertaining ones to talk about and investigate. I appreciate that, Blue Aximan. I hope that's how you want your name pronounced. I think we are officially back in good old Yukon territory. Yuckin territory again. Will my next world record be most play buttons achieved? And I think that already belongs to someone, but I will definitely break some world record. I just don't really know what yet. I think if we're successful with this would be like my it would be like the 10th one we've broken or something like that using my channel. Not the 10th one, like, officially, in terms of how many, like, Guinness counts. But yeah, you get the point. Yes, Jack Sucks at Life is the play button guy. That's his real estate, unfortunately. But I would attempt to do something like that. This song is called Dragonfish. And no, I do not watch him consistently, that's for sure. I find myself not really watching anyone. Like, I don't watch any specific YouTuber. I just kind of like click on a video on the homepage. I really just like view other YouTubers like as other people I can like learn from and like see what they're doing and potentially like, you know, even like collaborate on ideas or something like that. Yes, we have done night investigations with YouTube Unsolved. I did one with Hell's Gate, if you saw that episode. And that was the worst thing I've ever done. Like, honestly, that was legitimately, like, life-changing. I had to stay in a tent at the frickin' site of this cult. Even my frickin' friend just said, sorry, I'm heading out. Like, okay. Why didn't I collaborate with Team C's? Well, ultimately I think, like, Team C's is, it's a good, like, message of trying to spread to people, but I didn't want to, like, encourage anyone to spend money on it because it's really not going to actually do anything. It's not going to take, I mean, if you really just look at the numbers of how much, I'm not going to get in some kind of rant about this particularly, but if you really just look at the numbers of how much trash is, like, not in the ocean, but, like, actually, like, emptied into the ocean on a yearly basis, it's literally, like, numbers like 60 million pounds, like, per day that are, you know, and it's like, even if 30 million pounds was taken out, it wouldn't do anything in terms of, like, stopping the ultimate problem from getting worse. So really, it would be better to spend money towards just educating the people that are most responsible for littering, to just be like, yo, stop doing that, like, because, like, you're really just kind of putting a band-aid over the humongous problem. So I didn't want to influence, I just didn't want to really get people to spend money on that, but if you want to, it's fine, I guess. Yes, that is a good point. You can't waste water, I guess, technically. You can waste water for yourself, but... Yes, pretty much that's exactly correct. With the spoon and swimming pool type thing. But imagine that. Not only is it like trying to empty a swimming pool with a spoon, but while there's like a freaking waterfall pouring into the pool at the same time. Filling it up, overflowing it even more. Like, so yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, it'd be better to try to put something blocking that waterfall first. And then if you still have the ability, start emptying the pool. Great analogy, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea why there's mushrooms on the road. I estimate that I will be done with this in hopefully no more than 3 years. But that's just being optimistic, so... What is that? Okay, well, we got some building there. That's an outline of a building. So, oh, I guess that's that. Nice warehouse. Oh yeah, so we've officially entered Yuccan again. Yes, we will be walking to Area 50. We will be walking through Area 51 when we get there. So, you will actually be able to get that wish fulfilled. If there's going to be aliens, well, that's another question, but luckily, it just happens to be right on our path. I killed a sheep because I needed to... Those frickin' dogs back there, which used to be following me, were just insatiable for meat, so... In the most non-weird way of saying it. It's the only way to keep them alive, but they're gone now, temporarily. I'm just stockpiling up when they come back. That's a good question. Probably probably one that I've been asked a bit, but I haven't seen if I actually watch anime. And the answer is, well, it's kind of like a yes and no. Again, it's like I don't watch really anything consistently, but really the only thing that I've actually watched about it that I remembered and that I liked was, I guess it's not really anime, but the movie Spirited Away. That's the only really thing about that I've enjoyed. If I had to start over on YouTube, how long would it take to get 1 million subs? That's another good question. That would really suck. I mean, I'd have to say, unless I had a solid plan on, like, if I was given like a month of time to just do nothing, but just plan some specific strategy, like some people, like for example, Beluga or Dream did, and then just start and only do that, and then it actually worked out, it could happen pretty quick. Like you could just do that and it could be like the next groundbreaking thing, get you up to 1 million subs in like 3 months. Fortunately, it's not as easy to do that with a channel that's already kind of like mine, that's already been there for like years, because it's already has an audience that's just interested in so many different things. Are we turning? Yeah, I also watched. Well, I also saw Beluga before he was called Beluga. He was just called lucid dreaming. And then he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna do this now. And I personally, well, I didn't personally, but I actually knew Dream before he was big. Not trying to do some kind of shameless plug or brag or anything, but one of the books that one of the things he researched about YouTube before, like, actually starting was one of my books, my YouTube guide. And he was like, yeah, it really was one of the things that helped. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Because this guy really, like, no one really knows because he just came out of nowhere and all of a sudden everyone liked him. But the amount of time he spent doing nothing but learning YouTube before he just started. Yeah, he had this brilliant, like, strategy of just figuring out exactly what type of thing he needed to do. The one book I wrote about YouTube, it took like 4 months to write. I guess, and publish. I'd say it had pretty good information in it, but that was like, I mean, for 2018 standards, it was pretty good, I guess. If I were to be able to add like what I know now and stuff, it'd probably be even better, but no, I have not unfortunately gone past Australia. But that would be a rather interesting way to cross the Earth by foot. I'd say if you're gonna buy anything like that, you'd probably be better off buying something like TubeBuddy. That's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm biased because I actually kind of like work for TubeBuddy, low key. But yeah, it's pretty much, it offers the same. I'd say in reality, vidIQ probably has more features. They're pretty good if you want to get some helpful advice. Like small stuff, like maybe helping if you want to generate a unique thumbnail or something like that. Or just do bulk edits for your channel. The thing about it is, like, YouTube's pretty much added all that stuff to their own thing anyways, so. So yeah. I have no idea how fast I'm going when I sprint jump. I think I pretty much, you could find out, like, how fast you go in Minecraft by just looking it up, but, I'd say probably, I'm not gonna try to be a math whiz, but since we do about 20 kilometers in an hour, I think maybe 20 kilometers per hour. That's my best bet. Oh, thanks for that, Alex. No, I do not, unfortunately, Twitch stream. Yeah, there's always been accusations of faking videos since the beginning, because all we do is just do the most interesting things. Like, so there's always going to be someone who just says, well, that's not possible, so it's fake. It's pretty expected. I mean, I've really gotten used to it, to be honest. I know I kind of look like Tekarum. I don't know why, though. I appreciate that, Mr. Ree. Again, with the favorites thing, my favorite game, I really couldn't say. I wouldn't just want to be, you know, a complete normie and just say only Minecraft. But at the same time, it's really the only game I really spent time on for this obvious reason. I stopped, like, actually spending time, like, doing any kind of gaming just for reasons of me always never, like, finding the time at all. I'd like to say my favorite game is the one that I actually am making right now, which is a YouTube simulator game. It's not out yet, but I could definitely, again, tell you the worst game, my least favorite game. But even then, I guess there'd be kind of a... there'd be a tie with so many others. I wouldn't be able to pick one. Yeah, YouTube, I guess you can consider it to be my full-time. But I do like to balance it with doing other cool things. Just so it seems less like a job and more like just a fun thing to do. And you don't have to download this map, you can just download the mod, just to clear up any kind of confusion. One-to-one Terra mod. Or I guess it's called, nowadays, it's called Terra++. Just look up Earth in Minecraft. You probably find something. So... What happened to the Lambo? Unfortunately, that Lambo wasn't mine, so I had to give it back to the owner. Yep. This is just a normal, everyday thing. This is how the roads are in this game. Probably wouldn't be that good if it was like that in real life. I don't know if that would be in line with safety standards. Buckle up your seatbelts, kids. Yes, I should. YouTube Unsolved is my favorite thing to make, to be honest. Mainly just because the ideas for it just, like, come to me, like, in the middle of editing, it's like, oh, I know what I can do to turn this, to make this good, like, and I really, like, feel like I'm just, like, I can make the music super interesting, and normal videos, it's just, it's kind of hard to get the same motivation. But the reason we don't do more is because I just try to wait until we find the most, literally the most interesting things. And it's not so easy to do that. Yeah, my day's been pretty good. How about yours? Yeah, that'd be great if Honey would want to sponsor this thing, but probably don't have enough clout for that. Okay, so we're either right here or either right here or right there. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say, yeah, we're probably like right here. Not too much of a difference otherwise, so. That puts us at 2029. Not bad. My favorite video you yourself made. I'd have to like review them back and just like choose that way. I'd say offhand, if I had to say one thing in particular, it'd be the Area 51 documentary that I made about the Area 51 storming. Because for whatever reason, I just decided, oh, I'm gonna make a documentary on this, and it just turned out so good, in my opinion. And it was actually such a fun time to record it. And it was just, shoot, man, I really loved it. And it also did really good too, so I was like, man, dude, so glad people saw this. So, it's a 40-minute long video. Yeah, Rickrolling aliens would definitely be in the top 5 as well. Oh, shoot. Well, there you have it. So really all we need to do now is just go down here and, well, they start dipping down south. Pretty much this whole last couple hundred or about 100 miles has just been sidetracking. Literally, until we start heading south again. So we're on the final stretch of that. Yes, I would like to have the most liked comment on that video. It'd be pretty epic to just have a comment get any kind of likes, to be honest. I don't comment on anything, really. Well, there it is. Here we are. I guess that should wrap it up for today. Episode 120. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. And, yep. I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice night, day, morning. And yeah. See ya.